Shalom. We are real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. All praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders out in New York at GMS. Honors to all the brothers across the world, lifting up the name of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI in truth and sincerity. This is GMS Chicago Hebrew class, and I think this is our fourth. Is this our fourth class? Yeah, this week 4. God. To my knowledge, yeah, this is our 4th class, and today we're going to be working on some of this Hebrew suffixes. There's a lot of suffixes, and I don't think we'll get all of them done today. So we're going to do Hebrew suffixes and work on 5 new words for the week. But before we start, we're going to do a recap quiz. A recap quiz on the Hebrew prefixes and using them in a Hebrew word. So as you have been accustomed, if you've been following the episodes of our classes or installments of our classes, basically we always do a quiz on what we learned the week before. So last week we worked on Hebrew prefixes. So we're just going to, the test is going to be real simple. We're going to go, there's 11 prefixes that we went through. So I'm going to give you the test. You all pause it after you hear what's contained in the test. Take the test, grade yourself, and be honest, and work on what you need to work on, all right? So you can always go back from week to week and look at the prior episodes to fix it and make any corrections. So the test for last week, the quiz, is the prefixes. I'm going to give you the number 1, the word. For instance, the first word is the. Now, I'll give you an example. I'm about to make up something that is not Hebrew, to just making up something, for example. But say if there was a prefix ch that meant jump through, and I'm going to give you a Hebrew word, bread, for instance, which is lachem. So if the prefix was, well, before we even go to that part, it's going to if I just said the Hebrew, the prefix jump through, you would write jump through, and then you would write ch, which would be transliterated as CHAA, and then the ch and the paleo, then the ch and the Assyrian, and that's number 1. And then you go to number 2, which would ever be that next precept, write the word that it is, the prefix, just transliterated what it sounds like in English, written out, and then the paleo, and then the Syrian in the Hebrew. So that's real simple. So the first 11 is the prefixes is number 1, the. Number 1, the. Number 2, in, I-N. Number 2, in. Number 3, to, T-O. 2. Number 4, and, A-N-D. Number 4, and. Number 5, as or like. As an A-S, or like. That's number 6, from. Number 6, from. Number 7, that or which or who or that which pertains to. That, which, who, or that which pertains to. Number 8, I. Number 8, I. Number 9, we. Number 9, we. Number 10, she, you, or they. She, you, or they. Number 11, he. Number 11, he. So, just to recap, as we went through 1 through 11, you can pause after each one, write down the prefix, the, transliterate it, what it is, then the Hebrew character and the Paleo Hebrew character and the Assyrian Hebrew character. And that was the, in, to, and, as or like, from, that which, or that which, who, that which pertains to, I, we, she, and he. Okay? And that's the first part of the test. You can pause now and complete that, or you can pause as you go, depending on how you want to do it. The second part of the test is use those prefixes, use them with a Hebrew word. For example, if my made-up prefix cha meant to jump through, and the Hebrew word bread is lachem, and I want to say jump through the bread, I would say cha lachem. So you will write jump through bread, and you will write cha lachem, and the transliteration rated English, which would be CHAALACHAAM, for instance. And then you will write it in the Paleo, and you will write it in the Assyrian. That's simple. All right. So the first word you would use the as in the prefix, transliterated, the Assyrian, and then the Paleo, or Paleo and the Assyrian, however order you want to write it in. So go to 1 through 11. Write. Use every word, every prefix in the word. Write that what it is in English. Write it what's in the transliterated. Write it in the Paleo, and write it in the Assyrian, and take that test. You can pause and take that part, and then you grade yourself. Look it up. If you have any questions, you can always send us an email, and we can do that. Put your name on it in Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew, so you can always continue to practice, and hopefully you all do well. All right, that's that. So moving on, this week we're going to just focus on Hebrew suffixes and 5 new Hebrew words, okay? So we're going straight to it. The first suffix is yam. Yam. It makes a word plural in the masculine. Right? I mean, if you need to move the camera, adjust the camera. You adjust it by using the circle thing to lift up and down, and that thing to move over right and left. That goes right and left. So now, just open that. Open that part. The one you were just doing. Now you can swivel it left to right. The more you unscrew it, and then when you twist the handle, it goes up and down.
Twist the handle.
Twist the handle that right you're holding right there. Twist that. You see, if you twist it, and you lift it up and down. Can you see? All right. Suffix. Now, does everyone know what a suffix is?
At the end of a word, or not every word, but
I mean,
the meaning of the word sometimes.
Suffix is an affix that follows the element to which it is added. An affix, which is something that's added to, that follows the element, the particular word to which it is added. For example, in English, ly at the end of a word is a suffix. If I had the word kind and I put an ly, it would say kindly, which would be kind-like. All right? Basically, something added to the end of something else. All right? So, a plural at the end of an English word would be like s, or we had the main word horse, and we say horses, that would be the plural. Well, this suffix here is what makes a masculine plural, would be yam. For instance, what is the Hebrew word for power, which they use for God?
Allah.
I said just for power. Allah. All right. Now it's not talking about the Muslim Allah, which is some bullshit. It's really the word Hebrew. The Hebrew word for power or mighty, all right, is Allah. Now when you put a yam at the end of that, alahayim, all right, then that makes that plural. All right, that means the powers, the mighty, you know, as in ones, or gods or angels, as what they break it down in the scriptures. I mean, what they use in English words in the scriptures. All right, but I can also say other thing, you know, any masculine word, making it in a plural, and you add the yam to it, and it makes that plural. All right. Everybody got that? The next would be wath. And well, before we even go to wath, just another word the Spirit just brought in. You know how we say, what's the Hebrew word for brother? Ach, right? It's not ak, it's ach. All right? Ach. Because if it's ak, it'll be the a and the ka. This is the a and the cha. All right? So if I'm saying brothers in plural, what do we say? Achim. Achim. So say, tell the Achim to come on down to the camp. All right? Tell the Achim it's time for class. All right? So, Achim with yam would make that plural. Okay? Now, the feminine plural, when you're dealing with a woman, is wath. Wath. How do, for instance, when we say sisters, you can say sister or sisters is in the plural. What is that?
Achwath.
Achwath. Achwath. Right? That's feminine, plural. All right? Everybody got that? All right. Did you get the first two?
Here.
This is the first one, which was yam, plural, as in achim or alahayim. And the second is wath, as in achwath. All right, you can catch that up. The next one, as a suffix, is ya. Ya, which means my. All right. So if I'm using ach again, if I say achya, I'm saying what?
My brother.
My brother. Absolutely, my brother. Achya. All right. If I'm using is like for instance the Hebrew word for help. Does anybody know what the Hebrew word for help is? Izar. If I say Izaria, what's I'm saying? Help me. Izaria, Yahawah. All right. And the simples, the Paleo Yah and the Assyrian Yah, my. At the end of a word, as in Yah. All right.
That's the third one.
Okay. Next we have
The second one you got wath.
the next one we have is ka. Ka. Now you know this is a suffix. So what do you notice about which comes at the end of a word, correct? What do you notice about the Assyrian Hebrew?
It's the long one.
What do we call it?
The final.
Yeah, ka. It's the final. All right. It's the final ka. So when we get quizzed on, when we get a quiz on it, if you use a regular ka at the end of the word that will not be the definition of that word. Alright? And another thing is, so we're using ka at the end. Say we have the word barak, right? We'll say, we say ya barak ka, versus if it's if it's a ka at the end, you're gonna put the long ka at the end, but it's gonna be barak ka. Now, if you just put barak by itself with the ka without saying bless them or bless you, right? If the ka is at the end of normal, you'll have that ka, but you're not going to say baraka as in by itself. The ba, the ra, and the ka. You have the ba, the ra, and the final ka. But if you're going to use barak ka, you'll be ba, the ra, the ka as in the regular ka, and then the final ka, and you'll say barak ka. All right, which means bless you or yours, or bless you. It's basically saying bless you. You know what I'm saying? You got that? Like Shamka would be what? What is Sham?
Name.
Shamka would be what?
Your name.
Your name. You got that? Shamka. So if I said Barak Shamka,
Bless your name.
bless your name, you know? All right. The next is wa. So, is the Paleo and the Syrian wa. His. Wa. His. So I can say Shamwa will be saying what?
His name.
Right.
Sham.
His name. Shamwa.
That's the one you already used?
No, that's a different class.
Oh, okay. What one you just used?
You finished with those? Yeah. Turn those in. Is this yours? That's all yours, right?
Yeah.
So, everybody got that? All right. You need this?
Yeah, I need this one too.
See, it'd be easier for you just to sit on the other side and you like everybody else and not have to go ahead. All right. The next one is ha as a suffix, and it means her. Alright. Everybody got that? The next would be Nawa, which is our. What is the Hebrew word for father?
Oh,
So if I'm going to say our father, Abanawa. Abanawa. Like the Lord's Prayer, Abanawa, Shabbat Shamayim. Or Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim. Alright? Abanawa, our father. If I say bread, what would be bread? Our bread.
LAHAWAH.
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 Khan. That's
How do
right.
you say it again?
LAHAWAH. Alright? The next would be the plural masculine, yours. Come. What's the Hebrew word for book?
Shapar.
Huh?
Shapar.
Sapar. So how would you say your book? Yeah, you're like your book. If I'm saying to you all, this is your book that I want you to study out of.
Come support.
No, the suffix is what?
Saparkum.
Parcom.
Saparkum. If I was saying in Hebrew, pull out your books, I would be like Saparkum. Saparkum. Got it? The plural feminine yours, if I was talking to a bunch of sisters and told the sisters to pull out their books, what would I tell the sisters?
Parkman.
Huh?
Saparkum.
Saparkan. Notice also the final na in the Assyrian Khan, knowing that that's the final na. All right. All right. There, as in a masculine. Theirs, as in, well, that's theirs over there. So I'm saying, I'm going to say that's their book. That's not my book. If I'm saying that's their book, not my book, but that's theirs, I'll say, right? I would say, saparum, saparum. I think that would be.
So why you just got that one
The-
character right there?
It's the mom. The mom. Well, it's be a mom. Like they have an example, like for the law, which would be so Thawawath. They'll say Thawawatham. Thawawatham.
It's just the one character?
Yeah, it's just
Mom.
It's just the mom at the end of a word. That's why it's a final mom, or the final ma at the end of a word.
So the com, like with the K, like with the com and the con, that makes it the you and yours
ma,
and the mom is
right. The ma at the end, right? You know what I'm saying? So if I think to say Saparma. I think it might be Saparma. You know what I'm saying? I would have to double check on that. It's just like Saparma. That's their books, not mine. The mom.
just like a group.
Right, you're right. There can be singular or it can be plural. It'd be the third person saying them over there, but there could be plural, as in a group of. It was a group of people. There's theirs, or it can be there as in singular. But it's the third person saying it's somebody else. It's there, not ours. And the plural there is na.
Feminine.
The plural feminine there is na. And right, Khan. That's the final na. And they have example for Thawawath law. Farawathan. Farawathan. Alright.
He says to find the line.
Right, you got that? You need to?
No, I got it.
So that's the suffixes. Everybody got that? Alright. Just a recap. We have the Yah. What it,
It's not in order, but
oh, right. Yeah, the brother got it out of order. So, I mean, if you wrote it down, you all just know what it is. I'm just picking them back up. Yah. So if I say, give me an example of using the suffix with Yah.
Malakia.
Salakia.
Salah. What's Salah mean?
Forgive.
To forgive.
Excuse.
All right. And then so you say, Salahia is basically saying, forgive me. All right. You have Wath, which makes it plural. Somebody give me an example.
Aqua.
Akhwath, sisters. All right. But also know that you can say Akhwath for one, a singular sister, and it's also plural for sisters as well. Yam, example.
Akim.
Achim, brothers, plural.
Salach. No.
Salachim, you know, you can say Salachim as, you know, forgive, you know.
Okay. I thought it was an hour. Like
Now,
Salach.
Salach would be forgiving us, would be forgive us. But Salachim would be forgiveness as in plural. Yeah, man. Like if you're saying in the prayer, Natanlaya, give to me, Rab, which means more, Salachim, forgiveness, as in forgiveness, which would be more than one forgiving. Forgive will be Salah, forgiveness, or forgivenesses, this in plural, would be Salachim. You know? Give more forgiveness to me.
multitude of sins instead of a particular sin.
Right, kind of. Ka,
Malakia.
last night, yeah, it's a ka.
Oh, Malakia. Ka.
No, so I'm saying your king, Malak ka.
Malaka.
Yeah. Malak ka. Your king. Malak ka, YAHAWASHI. Your king, YAHAWASHI. You know what I'm saying? Why? You can say, Dabarwa. What's Dabar? Anybody know what Dabar? Words, right. So I can say Dabarwa would be saying his word. If I say Shah Dabarwa,
Welcome her.
huh? Shah Dabarwa. Shah Dabarwa.
Her word.
Shah is a prefix. What's Shah mean?
Sheep.
Nope. Shah. What's Shah as a prefix? We just
That
have to
which
understand.
that
That which pertains to Shah Dabar. That. So basically, what pertains to the word? Which word? His word. According to his word, that which pertains to his word, which word is his. You know. You missed that one?